Welcome to the Hermitcraft Recap. My name is Pixel Riffs, our writer is LoyXP, and we make mistakes sometimes. For whatever reason, we flubbed it, and last week we called Isgal's 2000 Diamond Challenge a 3000 Diamond one. We apologise for getting a little too greedy and getting the goal of the challenge wrong on accident. From now on, we will only get it wrong on purpose. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week.
I'm glad that I can talk to you guys and kind of get your feedback on things. I'm definitely going to be reading the comments, probably not right away, but you know.
Starting with Impulse, who seems to have spliced some DNA from his Season 5 Atlantis base into his latest construction efforts. Some double helix design pillars now support the expanding circular section on top, and he makes some improvements to his Guardian Farm storage so he can cover the upper section in sea lanterns.
Oh my gosh, guys, it has been a long week of building, and I'm starting to get a chess monster from these projects.
The other farms in need of attention are a cocoa bean farm to add to the dye factory, and a temporary blaze farm he and Tango have thrown together on stream. An alternative solution for deep storage comes with ZAF in what has to be the most highly edited time-lapse of the season so far. It's a deceptively useful contraption for the Cave of Contraptions, and it exchanges empty shulker boxes for full ones. Still intrigued with armor stands from the last time he made his water closet, ZAF puts them to the test against the knockback enchantment, recognizing the minigame potential in it. But even with Zombie Cleo helping out, the furthest they got is how to transform an armor stand into a sports ball, the full game still being in development.
Look at him, he's like got little...
It's a little razzle-dazzle block, I love it.
Hang on, does he still? Does he still? He does!
He does! Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Jevin has hit a bit of a wall with inspiration too, but luckily with enough force to crash right through it. A mining session of talking to fans heart to heart is all it took to return to the base recharged and ready for pillar construction. Needing quite some glass for it, he also puts together a smelter array on the storage sub-platform under the main saucer.
Now, I'm not sure if I want to keep this or not just yet, but we'll see what happens.
The same goes for Welsknight, though building a super smelter is a tradition for his survival series.
Listen, guys, it wouldn't be a proper Welsknight vanilla Minecraft series if I didn't build my patented 16 furnace super smelter that I build in every vanilla world.
A brand new yet old and familiar furnace cluster is housed in another fairy shack at the back of his estate and will chug away quite happily, especially once the logs Rendog dropped off for Wells get into the fuel slot. In turn, Wells delivers the pay for the logs on a Star Wars speeder to fit Tattoo Ren's overall theme. What goes around comes around, and Wells gets a custom piano installed by an increasingly busy VintageBeef. Between unearthing Etho's latest pranks on his base, putting in the grind to make a picture-perfect Guns N' Roses album poster, and wondering what the heck to do about his neighbor having a tank.
Whoa. Hold on. This is getting a little out of hand now.
Beef has found his time split between a lot of activities lately. So the only logical thing to do is to split himself in two, so he can continue building while he's also out mining for Isgal's 5000 Diamonds challenge. While this conscious uncoupling seems successful, it reveals a little bit too much about who Beef is under the surface.
Oh my god, it burns! Oh, I'm hideous! What happened to me?
A more formally dressed Keralis gives the over 9000 Diamond challenge a go as well, so we get a nice caving ASMR session. This, ironically, is quite rich for someone who can drop off luxurious gifts at their customers' bases without making even the slightest of a dent in their budget.
Here, like, he definitely deserves it. Like, he's got stuff. I got him stuff, okay?
One such recipient is TFC, who's still in the process of getting settled in, but the gift of a fully enchanted set of armor, tools, and elytra will certainly help that along. Armed with Silk Touch and Fortune, and now a bookshop customer for life, he heads back down to continue the branch mine for glory and riches.
Mining just gained massively in the level of fun.
He sure will need that extra protective gear now that the commercial area has become the danger zone. Having been vote-scapped last week by the boomers, False Symmetry first and foremost recognizes the blackmail potential in it. As such, instead of okaying the boomers, she just grabs Tango Tech and promises not to execute him too much if he helps out with scaring the rest of the server into electing her. Together, the two plant a few monster encounters around the commercial area, just so False can swoop in and save whoever triggers those. The reception is hit or miss.
Go, go, go. Gotta save him. Don't worry, Wells. I got this, man.
Now, I gotta say, that seems awfully convenient, considering it's a mushroom biome. No, I don't believe you, false. You tried to trick me, and you shall pay. And because Rendog was so nice with his log delivery, I will put my vote back in Stress's camp.
At her base, the true purpose of the hexagon pattern is revealed: area planning. One is used up for a flower seed farming tower. It's good Tango Penance walked off his guilt debts to False because that frees him up for a new one. Having missed the Mumbo stash on his face and not satisfied with the market equivalents,
These cheap, plastic, knockoff little mustaches. It's like, there's no bounce, there's no fluff, there's no ability to capture crumbs, nothing. It's not even real.
Tango embraces his inner Doofenshmirtz and builds a Mustachionator laser. A B-Dubs designed lab interior certainly helps with the inspiration. Anyway, it misfires twice.
What?!
One of which makes the false symmetry on the false Vermeer posters a Mumbo supporter. Doesn't help that the piranha plant he built also shoots fireballs at False's base by a complete coincidence. When he's not giving Tango all the gadgets an evil genius could ask for, B-Dubs' building skills are being put to work completing the cliff at his base area. It now towers across the skyline and the waterfall disappears into the glassy mist at the base. But B-Dubs' business skills are employed elsewhere, and he encourages the rest of the server to try licking diamonds by building a popsicle stand by Scar's polling booth, before being warned off by someone even closer to the candidate himself.
What is this? Hey, this is Jelly, isn't it? Stop everything you're doing right meow. This is Jelly. I will give more instructions tomorrow.
Other competitors are emerging back at the shopping district, and B-Dubs meets up with XB Crafted to scope out Iskal's redstone shop so they can price match at the red zone. Ever the shrewd businessman, XB invests a few of his diamond blocks to win Tango's custom firework display, then cashes it in with Tango to convince him to provide iron for XB's latest fire sale, 27 individual beacon kits, each selling for a stack of diamonds. The iron golem helping him kill that many withers wasn't included, but it certainly helped. And XB figures if Iskal is now selling redstone components, the red zone can sell slime blocks. But despite putting together a 2-chunk slime farm, he still plans to keep some of it for personal use.
No, it's actually, it's quite a bit better. Look at this.
Luckily, if it's slime they want, Azuma has them covered.
It means things are good and healthy here on the Hermitcraft server because competition is going to drive down the prices and make all of these redstone components and slime blocks cheaper for everyone.
Whether this partnership sticks is yet to be seen, but just in case it does, Azuma temporarily adjusts his slime farm to function with a looting sword and to deliver him slime heads. Heads, of course, being his significant priority lately, as he wants to use them to label barrels for the storage unit. We didn't cover this in the last few weeks, but X has been amassing an arsenal of materials to trade with the Wandering Trader every time he shows up, which is where he got all the miniature blocks from. The storage unit is then complemented by a tower holding it in place, a 2-tall flower farm in the same facility, and a Beether statue, because B-Square statue was clearly not an option. The more curious in the fanbase will be happy to know that Azuma gives us a whole screenshot comparing his own in-game stats to Mumbo's, to check how the two are holding up in the placing concrete and stone bricks department, so sink your teeth into that if you like statistics. What those stats won't show is how many mobs Mumbo is now burning through with his fully operational quad mob farm. The ominous monolith above his industrial area may look evil, but it's sure gonna do a world of good for Mumbo's gunpowder supplies. Team MFM meets up at their automaton Childs to receive further instructions on that campaign which they totally have a platform for. In an unexpected twist, Grumbot actually surrenders the funding they provided over these few weeks back to them. The two are now to use the diamonds to start a reverse merch shop and a film studio to do commercials in.
Oh, he said good luck dads as well.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Grian's Grumbot the Junior store, or Drumbot, will now pay other Hermitcraft members to flash the Mumbo colours, wear the mustache, and put his ad in their videos. The ad, which, Mumbo, you can't just put a character on a green screen and not expect the internet to do its thing.
Do a jump.
Wrong.
Do a jump. But
okay.
You can fix all this in post-production.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not going to look rubbish at all.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever.
Some unexpected funding arrives also when Grian receives a treasure map from Tango Tech, leading him to quite a few materials for his Mega Mansion build. With the materials he's already gathered, this allows him to finish at least the outer shell of the Wonder House with some creative inputs from Pearlescent Moon on the side. Though catering to the robot's every whim raises the suspectacles of Cubfan135, and having already read the interview Azuma conducted with the bot, he decides to also do a journalism and interrogates the computer personally. In his take on the page of the Hermiton Herald, Cub questions if we can really trust Grumbot not to have ulterior motives, much to the delight of the political opposition.
The Herald has uncovered that Grumbot has a, quote, secret plan for Mumbo and his manager, Grian. Grumbot went on to say, beep boop beep, which needs no translation.
Anyway, once he's done with the Sarah Connor shtick, there's a dance break, a significant amount of work on the pyramid's glorious interiors, and a slidey wall into the end portal.
And if you don't make it, I hereby certify that whomever possesses this book is a certified scrub when it comes to Honeyblock sliding. Get good.
And that's about it for this week's recap. Our writer is LoyXP, and my name is Pixelrips. I punched my way to the final boss of Minecraft Dungeons and beyond, and there's a video about how I did it in the end screen theatre. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.